Hi folks, I hope everyone is keeping well and managing to navigate the waves that we are collectively riding. There is a lot going on right now, and the space, the digital space in particular, is incredibly busy. Lots of information, lots of news, a lot of things that are difficult to meet, to allow into our sphere, to give space and room to, in order to process and allow that to move through us. I know that I have been it's been really heartwarming to see that there are other practitioners and people in my wider network that I follow, whose work I engage with, that have been addressing and meeting their own reflection in a way that is sharing that with a wider community and making that effort to be that bridge. And I think receiving that, acknowledging that, witnessing that, and allowing that to energize and inspire, there's something there that feels crucial in carrying the baton forward, or holding that flame that someone else has tended to. There's something in and of itself at this point that feels, rather that it's a candle, it's a candle or a flame of hope, and the quality of tending to that in order to offer that protection in a way that holds it very, very gently but doesn't smother it, and allows there to be enough space around that so that that can be something that is able to be seen by others. There's a sense at the moment, with all that's going on, that we're in this darkened room, or, expand this sense of scale outwards bigger to, we're in the void, we're in a massive space at the moment which feels quite dense and heavy, and it's very dark, but every now and again there is a little glimmer of hope and a little flicker of this hopeful candle, and the quality of energy that's required to hold that is such that it really asks a lot of us on a personal level, because it asks us to be present with our own fears, worries, anxieties, but also to hold this other dual perspective of possibility and belief as well. And there's something in there of a faith element too, and the understanding and acknowledgement that if we don't hold a little bit of that energy within ourselves, we fail to see and recognize that in others and in other spaces and support networks. So there feels to be that sense that we each have a limited amount of time and capacity that we can hold and nurture that hopeful flame for other people. And then it's important to acknowledge our limitation, not to say that, we are less than, but also to pass that on, pass that inspiration and hopeful message of possibility, of, better days, brighter future on to others, because we all have a unique voice and we each have unique medicine to share. So I am feeling the call to action really at the moment, in terms of being prepared to, as I continue on this path of a more heart-centered way of engaging with business and moving on this entrepreneurial journey and pathway, which is in tandem to my own deeper work and research around voice. Inherently that is always asking me to bring in that auto-ethnographic element and that personal insight, that practitioner perspective, as a creative practitioner and as a facilitator. But going deeper than all of those professional roles or identities, there is also the demand for me to be more present in my emotional space. And that is something that I've been actively working with and engaging over the last 6-7 months in particular. And it feels really important at this point to bring in that emotional capacity alongside deeper transparency about personal values that are actually embedded into the way that I share my work in the world and the way that I would like to do business as well. And in order for me to do that, I have to bring more of myself to, or myselves, or voices. I have to bring more of those to the table and to be prepared to embody those as well. So this is this space that I currently find myself in, and there are some days where things feel really, really lucid and clear, and there are other days where things feel a little cloudy, or that there is some vegetation or denseness in the way, which is that invitation to pause and to take some more time to integrate or to sort things. And I think that is speaking to the volume of everything that we are all being exposed to at the moment collectively. So with the acknowledgement that the space and reflection time has been incredibly helpful for me, that would be one offering that I would extend to the shared space here, is to remind yourself that it is absolutely okay to take a moment to pause and to acknowledge all of the different voices that are communicating with you at this point in time, and the different emotions that are connected to those as well. So yeah, going forward, I don't have a format for this kind of sharing. I hope that I will be able to translate this into some more tangible work that equates to offerings and space holding and community building, because I feel those are all things that have been on the proverbial to-do list, but it feels even more pertinent at this point to really sharpen focus and refine the foundational values as to what that might look like, and what I would like that to look like, and how I would like to invite others into that space. So I trust that that will continue to unfold as time goes on. And I really am inviting also a deeper engagement from anyone that is already connected on this platform or is already following my work. to, yeah, be inspired to think about what holding means for you, what hopeful holding means for you in these times. I know many conversations and reflections that I've been engaging with in the last weeks have offered a comfort that actually, we're not alone in our experiences, even though it can really feel like that sometimes when there are lots of external pressures that are really pulling on our energy and attention, and when a lot of it is really heavy as well. So everyone's moving through unique different experiences, but we are also all swimming in the same soup, proverbial soup, so to speak. So yeah, on that note, I'm gonna bring this thought to a close, and yeah, just please reach out and check in below, just a well-being check-in. How are you? What voices are most present for you at this time? I'd love to hear where you are in the flow. Take care, everyone.